Okay, and after all of that, as we come down, we have the Brut Factor, which is Arturia's way of taking the synthesizer output and routing it back through the filter. And that's sort of where the Brutes got their name, I believe. And this is a function you never know what you're going to get, because basically you're starting a feedback loop through the filter, and it depends on what your filter settings are and what you're putting into it, what you get out of it. Let's see where we're at with it. It just seemed to amplify it a little bit. It can thicken, it can distort, it can do all kinds of crazy things. In this case, it's causing self-oscillation without the resonance being up high enough for self-oscillation, but it makes sense once you get that feedback going. I mean, that's what feedback is. So yeah, you can get all kinds of crazy outcomes. You can use it just as a way to add thickness all the way up to create insanely distorted monster sounds. So we have the Brut Factor. We have the Brut Factor in both filters, which there's just a lot of opportunity for crazy outcomes. Okay, next we have a dedicated, and I say dedicated because we are dealing with a synth that has a patch matrix, a dedicated directing of envelope 1 into the filter. So when you turn on envelope and amount, you're getting the output of envelope 1 affecting the filter. So let's have a listen. Of course, you'll get different sounds depending on what your resonance is set to. It's a really nice sound. And you can get negative envelope as well. Yeah, really, I really love the sound of these oscillators, and then put through these filters, the Steiner filter, which in the past has been kind of a state variable 12 decibel per octave filter, but in this instance, it has the 24 decibel per octave, and it just makes it into this richness and warmth that is just shockingly beautiful and very analog sounding. Just now I turned the Brut Factor on and we got this sort of bassy low end to come out of it. It's just a grab bag. It's amazing what you can get out of it. It's a great filter sound. Oh, wow. yes, we're only dealing here with one filter, but with this complement of functionality and these different types of filter types, these different types of filter slopes, there's just such an incredible possibility for diversity in one single filter. Keep in mind, we have two filters. We have a mod matrix and the ability to integrate the two filters together. So, it truly is a brute. The MatrixBrute is the brutiest of all of the brutes because it's there's such an intensity of functionality and so many possibilities as a result. It's really quite astounding. That is a fat sound. That is really, truly a fat sound. And not many synthesizers are capable of that to this degree, just with this sort of saturated flavor that this has. It's really a delight. And last of all, we haven't really talked about it, you have the ability to control the mix of the filters. So it's not just, we'll talk about the mixer over here in a minute, but when you're testing various sounds, you can turn each filter off to compare how each filter sounds. And then when you bring them together, you can make very conscious decisions about the mix of each filter as they come together. So this is extremely helpful. You can do my favorite thing to do, where you go into the high pass filter and then you jack up the resonance so the resonant point is at the filter cutoff. And if you put the filter cutoff in the bass, that resonance is going to amplify the frequency at which the filter cutoff is set. So if the frequency is in the low end, you're going to get a massive bass boost. Anyway, the Steiner filter is a glorious sounding filter and full of incredible functionality that you can manipulate using the patch panel when we get to that.